Up, Whatty Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Shokugeki no Souma, chapter 183, and last week we found out what was, how the new Elite 10 was selected, or I should say the replacements, including Kuga Senpai's seat, because he got kicked out, and how Hayama basically, how I titled it was Hayama went to the dark side. He is totally, because remember when we first met Hayama, he was a completely different character. He wasn't so sinister like this, and he believed in like friendship and family with the research club. And now look at him now. He just like, there was like this aura around him, this dark aura. So it was just, that just made me think, damn, he went to the dark side. And I'm curious if you Nerdigans still think, like, after this match, do you think he will still be dark? Or do you think, based on what Souma's going to make, if it's going to warm up his heart and bring him back? But anyway, the other part of last chapter that was really significant is that Kuga Senpai and Souma are in the mountains trying to find some inspiration for the bear meat. And what I was thinking was, at the end they found this tree, and the more I've been thinking about it, because they want something that's going to relate to, or that's in nature, that the bear, that's in the bear's nature to use for the dish, I kept thinking, well, what's going to be in that tree? Is it going to be, because it didn't look like there was any leaves or pine needles on it, because I would think maybe pine needles, maybe tree sap, maybe honey, if they can find honey, maybe honey, berries, like something like that, because that's what's in a bear's environment, and that probably would help. But anyway, or hell, maybe even a little bit of fish, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're going to see what happens. But with this chapter. So without further ado, let's see what they found. Doesn't look like there are any bears around here. More importantly, Yukihara and freezing over here. I love Kuga Senpai. Well, of course there's not going to be bears around where they're at right now because it's snowing, so the bears are probably hibernating. Wait, what is that? Oh yeah, there's something else that this manga mentions. Shokugeki no Souma Leota. I probably butchered the pronunciation. There is a spin-off for Shokugeki no Souma, and I'm probably going to do a Manga Nerdigan live reaction, add it to the Manga Nerdigan lineup as soon as I can, because I love having as much of as many spin-offs or whatever of the manga that I can, like I have with Attack on Titan. I have Attack on Titan Before the Fall, and Fairy Tail, there's another spin-off for Fairy Tail. This is Loxus's story that is still going, and of course Akame ga Kill Zero. So I will definitely be reading the Shokugeki no Souma spin-off as well, and have that on the Manga Nerdigan lineup as soon as possible. So are they bearing down, or down on their prey, or God, that was fucking cheesy. Yep, there's no use going on today. Look, his tracks are going down the stream that runs from the tracks of most of the prey in the forest. He's probably realized he's being followed. Why is the bear still awake? It's snowing. It should be hibernating. Well, whatever. Whoa, so he's trying to throw us off his trail? Yeah, bears are cunning, intelligent beasts. Besides, if he hadn't realized we were after him, his path wouldn't be so straight and true. He'd be looking for food or places to sleep even now and then. Well, yeah, he'd be looking for... He's supposed to be hibernating. Why the fuck would this bear be up and around? The bear should be hibernating. He's barely stopped at all. He definitely knows something is up. I see. We won't be able to catch up to him on foot within the day. I think it'd be wise to call it up here and go back down the mountain. Normally, a bear hunt takes place over several days and involves biovacking several times in the wilderness. My apologies, kids. My apologies, kid. I wanted to catch one and carve it up for you so you could see, but no, please. We did manage to find a trump card after all. I want to know what's in the fucking tree. What's in the tree, Souma? Explain it to me. But really, thank you for everything. You taught us so much about bears. Well, to be honest, when I received word some kids were looking for guides up the mountain, I figured it was just a bunch of uppity, cocky brats making light of nature and her strength. But after talking to y'all, I could see you've got guts. Okay, well, we're going down this mountain. I'll see if I can tell you a bit more about bears. Please. Yuki Harichin's definitely got away with words. He's warmed up that stiff, crusty old hunter just a few minutes after meeting him. Ugh, so damn cold. Oh, Kuga-senpai. I gotta get a plushie of Kuga-senpai at some point. God, it sucks being broke. I need to get some freaking plushies, more anime plushies for my wall. Marveling of the meat. Well, this time of year, bear meat is going to have the most fat. They're all taking in as much nutrients as they can in preparation for their hibernation. You would think it'd be, well, that makes sense, but I would think the bears would be in hibernation now, so probably a little bit sooner before the snow falls, but okay. A method of cooking that takes advantage of that fat would be best, I think. They tend to eat mostly acorns and kiwi berries at this time, but as you know, bears are omnivores. They'll eat whatever they can get their paws on. So, that's a key thing. Acorns and kiwi berries. Souma, you better be listening to that. Kiwi berries and acorns. Here you go. By the way, the thing that the chef should be most concerned with is how the meat is carved and prepared. If it isn't done right, the meat loses almost all of its flavor right off the bat. But if Tsutsuki Academy is going to be providing the ingredients, I don't figure that you need to worry about that. Listen here, if Tsutsuki it said it's going to provide the meat that is to be used on the day of the match, you can be sure that that meat will be top of the line, carved and prepared by first-class hunters. So there shouldn't be any bad smells coming from the meat to begin with, which means if any such smells remain in the final product, that'll be more of a reflection on the lack of skill of the chef than anything. But something tells me you'll be just fine, kid. If you end up running out of meat for your test cooking, let me know. I'll get some of my contacts to rustle some up. Good luck, kid. Yay, Hunter! Hunter is awesome. He might have been crusty and old, but at least he's helping. Okay. And here we have it, the ingredient you requested. That thing you found in the forest, Yuki Harichin, and here are its dried fruits. Thanks. Time to start thinking up a new bear meat dish. One that uses this 5-flavored berry. So that was in the tree. It was, he got inspired by the berries that were in the tree. I think that's what it is. 5-flavored berry, which is a Korean 5-flavor berry. It's deciduous vine widespread across the Chinese continent and Korean peninsula. Also found in the wild Japan, in Hokkaido and north of Chuba region in Honshu. In Yakuza cooking, which is found on the principles of Chinese medicine, it is used as a natural remedy. Oh, so what he's doing is he's mixing the berries with the meat, and then so that way the berries so that way the meat absorbs the flavor of the berries. So that way when you taste the meat, you shouldn't get that nasty bear meat aftertaste. That's what my guess is. It's done, a mixed grind of bear fat and red meat Hamburg steak. Oh, so that's what he's doing. Because remember what the hunter said about the bear fat, because it's the bear meat fat gives it its flavor. So that makes sense. Okay. Whoa, it's got such volume. The smell's also absolutely intoxicating. Just a sniff is enough to set my blood boiling. But how will it taste? Very bold to turn that bear meat into mince. Indeed, if he hasn't properly removed the odor, that steak is going to be unfathomably repulsive. Captain, how manly of him. We shall follow. Oh, there it goes. What is this? The sweet mellowness of the fat and the aromatic, fragrant red meat combined in a double whammy. The juices of the meat burst out in a ceaseless front. I can taste the distinctly barrel bear flavor, and yet it isn't in the least displeasing. In fact, it's almost as if my senses are being gently caressed from within. Is this all the effect of the 5-flavor berry? As its name suggests, the 5-flavor berry has different tastes, and this is why. This is part of why it's used as a natural remedy. So basically, the 5-flavor berry has it's salty, spicy, sweet, bitter, and sour. It's all in this 5-flavor berry, and that is freaking crazy. That is so cool that this berry has all these flavors in it, and that makes sense for how it can the odor from the aftertaste, the bad aftertaste from the bear meat, it neutralized it. Makes sense. It said that each of these 5 tastes engenders a different effect in a different organ. These 5 tastes and flavors envelop the wild beast like a smell of the bear meat, beast-like smell of the bear meat, and transform it wonderfully into an empathetic power, umami, toward a force. By the way, I pickled the 5 flavored berries in sake before using them. Ooh, I didn't think he would do that. The alcohol helps the berries release their essence and improve their function as a spice, and it helps the flavor of the berries integrate itself with the ground meat too. Ooh, he's not trying to erase the smell of the meat. A wonderful approach for this bear meat. I agree with Kuga Senpai on this. That was genius to use the sake. I didn't think he would do that. So, but how did you learn about the 5 flavor berry, Yukiharu-chin? Well, there's this girl in my group of friends that's really knowledgeable about Yakuza cooking, and we'll be taking a temporary break from the lectures for now. Come, drink this, and then we'll begin again. I'm so tired. Oh, I remember this. What's this? What's this? This stuff tastes interesting. It's 5 flavor berry tea. It has nutritionally fortificative, weakness improving anti-tussive and anti-diarrheal effects. Originally, the 5 flavor berry tree is, wow, we're on break and yet the lectures haven't stopped. Oh, I give my brain a rest, will ya? I see. I said we needed a different approach, but even I couldn't have imagined that he'd take inspiration from the world of Chinese medicine. It is true that many of the ingredients used in Yakuza cooking are commonly used as spices. Nevertheless, what imaginative power. Well, I guess we solved the problem of the bear meat smelliness, at least for now. Yep. All that is left is to find out just how much I can draw out the deliciousness of this bear. If all goes well, I don't think even Hayama will be able to beat me. Well, yeah, because he did something completely unexpected. Like, we know Hayama's going to use spices, but Yukihara did something different. He used not only the bear fat, because remember the hunter said that the bear fat really is important for the juiciness of the meat. He used the 5 flavor berry too, and sake on top of that to bring it out. So there you go. Okay, we'll keep cooking starting first thing tomorrow morning. Yukihara-chin, fight. Captain, this is bad. The kitchen in which Hayama Akira has been testing his recipes. Just come quickly. What an exquisite deep aroma. A fierce spiciness and palpable bittersweet aroma, and yet a piercing coldness is somehow intertwined among them. Just sniffing it is enough to bring forth a pulsating heat from within my body. This is Cajun spice. Cajun? From the American South, a mixed spice blend commonly used in a style of cooking known as Cajun that centers around New Orleans. The usual combination includes black pepper, cayenne, paprika, garlic powder, oregano, and thyme. The spice blend is well known even in Japan, but once he gets his hands on it, there's no telling what it can become. I've never smelled this strongly, deeply fragrant a blend of Cajun spices. That isn't all there is to the smell, the slightly stimulating sweet fragrance. I see. So you've been testing 5 flavor berry, have you? Eek, impossible, just with the leftover smell in his hands? My apologies, I didn't mean to reveal your trick, but then again, you did barge into the kitchen I was using to test my own recipes. Tit for tat, I suppose. Damn it, Hayama. You shouldn't have got in there. Souma, that was stupid. Hayama Akira, I don't like it, but I must say that you have made the use of the smell of the bear meat far better than Yukihara Dono has. I guess when it comes to the use of smell, no one can best him. Oh, that's right. Oh, here's Kuga. Oh, Kuga, you sneaky bastard. You sneaky little bastard. Yukihara-chin, you haven't forgotten, I trust. Challenge him to a Shokugeki. Get him to wager his ninth seat. This is your chance. Go on, use that mouth of yours and egg him on. Don't tell me you've been taken aback by his cooking. Hey, Hayama, you made it into the Elite 10 like you've always wanted, so why do you look so gloomy? Don't tell me you actually agree with Nakamura-senpai's ideals. Pretty despicable if you ask me, stooping so low just to get yourself into the Elite 10. I just think you should look a little more cheery considering what you've accomplished. Ooh! Yukihara! Yeah. Wait a minute, Yukihara-chin. Who cares about that? Who cares about all that? Shokugeki, challenge him. I'm not in Central for the fun and cheer. The reason I joined Central was for Jun's sake. Oi, are you even listening, Yukihara-chin? What does he mean by June's sake? I wonder if Central is holding something in. I wonder if Central is Central might be blackmailing Hayama. That could be it. Central might be blackmailing Hayama right now. We don't know. It didn't look like it when he was going for the Elite 10 seat, but in the last chapter. But that was based from Kuga Senpai's point of view. So now we're gonna find out Hayama's next chapter. We're gonna find out Hayama's why Hayama joined Central. So this should be interesting. I'm curious what you nerdigans think. Do you think Hayama is being blackmailed by Central, especially because they know that Hayama is friends with Yukihara and the rest of the rebels, or do you think I'm guessing using June to blackmail Hayama? That's what I'm thinking. Or do you think it's something else? And also, what do you think Yukihara is going to do now that we know that Hayama is using Keijin? But the thing is that I don't think Hayama is doing, and I'm glad Yukihara asked Hayama, why the hell are you so gloomy if he's in the Elite 10? So I'm glad we're going to find out that. But the other thing is that I don't think Hayama is using the bear fat like Yukihara is. So and notice he didn't smell that. He mainly just smelled the berries and the sake. So I think Yukihara still has a trick up his sleeve, but I still think he should use honey. Like, I think he should use honey. I still think so. Like honey or some pine needles or like something. Like, it's just, that's just like the first things that pops, or like hell, like the hunter said, or the kiwi berries. Yeah, the 5 flavor berries is a good idea. The 5 flavor berries is genius. But like, if you want to use more from the environment, like kiwi berries, like the hunter said, this is why I said pay attention to, earlier when we were when I was reading what the hunter was saying, pay attention because the kiwi berries might be coming back, because that's going to be, I got a feeling that's going to be part of his dish. But anyway, what did you nerdigans think of this chapter? Kuga Senpai, I love you, Kuga Senpai. But what do you think? What is Central blackmailing Hayama? Do you think that Yukihara is going to still challenge him to Shokugeki, or do you think once we find out what's going on with Hayama, that Yukihara is going to get help Hayama and get Hayama back onto their side? What do you nerdigans think? Let me know in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Also, if you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a couple ways you could do it. You can donate to the Nerdigans Inc. Patreon, or you can purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. Both links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitch, aka Twitter, for more nerdiness. And follow me on Twitch, because I'm going to be at some point doing some more video game nerdigan live streams. At this point, I'm thinking I'm just gonna somehow, even though the financial struggle is real, I'm gonna just purchase Attack on Titan because I really want to stream it for you guys. I'm gonna try it on YouTube first and see how it works, and then I'll do it on Twitch. And then also make sure you friend me on PlayStation Network. Everything's in the description box below. And until next time, nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.